Okay, so let's take a look at how you can set up Oracle machine learning and how to add user to ML, right? So first thing, log into your Oracle cloud, then make sure to create at least one autonomous database, right? You can go to click on Oracle databases and then choose autonomous databases, right? Now here you will have to click on create autonomous database, right? Now the thing is you will have to choose the compartment. Currently I only have one. Then choose a unique name for database and display name. Then choose the workload type. I picked the data warehouse option. You can pick any other if you want, but warehouse is good option if you want to work with various components. Like let's say if you have mixed workload and you want to have one instance of Apex and another for typical Oracle database, you can use data warehouse for that. Now second thing, choose shared infrastructure if you are on credits. If you are not on credits, then you can even pick dedicated infrastructure, right? I'm choosing always free, and then I get the limitation of using only one CPU and 20 GB storage, and I get 19C of database version, which may upgrade in near future, that I don't know. Then comes the admin credential. So here you will have to set up a password, right? And then you will have to choose network access, use secure access from everywhere. Then comes mutual TLS authentication option, and then option is license included. All of these options, simply you have to use create autonomous database at the end. Once you go with all of that flow, next option would be you will be getting your database listed here. So this data warehouse will have various options for you, like Apex instance, then database connection option and database action. So this is the place where we want to go. Make sure that your instance is saying available, because provisioning or other won't give us access. So make sure to click on database action here, and here let me use my username admin and the password. Once we get inside, by adding that, we have this launchpad, right? And click on top menu, choose database users, right? Here you can see all the available users. So we will have to create a user first before we can go to Oracle machine learning. So before that, let me show you how OML looks like. So click on this Oracle machine learning. It should open in a new tab, right? And it will give you access to this particular session of Oracle machine learning where you are the admin, right? Then it will take a bit of time if you have multiple sessions running in the background or so, then it may take time. I already have one session running, so most likely that could be one reason that it is taking a lot of time. So let me just refresh this, right? So here within this particular area, you may notice that for your user you will have some limited actions because you are admin. But if you want to use this section as a developer, then you will have to set your account for that. That means you will have to create a new user, right? So I will just close this for now and come to database users, and here you see all these options available for me. So here my admin option says REST and graph enable, so I don't have the OML enabled for this account, right? So default admin should not work there. So I will click on create user, and here I will choose my name, then password, then I will choose graph, web access and OML. Along with quota on table space, I can choose unlimited, or if I want to have like 25 or so, I can also let user choose their own password by clicking on password expire. right? You can also log the account of that user. Along with that, there is also one feature called web access where you have to enable the authorization, right? Then comes the roles part. So what type of role you want to give to that particular user. So all of those roles are listed here, like being admin, ADP user, then audit user, DBA user, console admin, and likewise many other small roles you will find there, because this is related to your data warehouse account, not just for machine learning. You will have option to grant all the roles that it can play, right? So once we go through that, we will just have to click on cancel, right? Once we go through that, we will come back to this particular dashboard here, right? And our user is created here, right? So I'm choosing the cancel because I already have this user, right? So if you want to create the user over there, just click on add user and not cancel, right? So now that I have user, I also need to get this user to access, right? So I will choose this and open another browser window, and here I will have to use the username and then paste the password here. Click on sign in, right? And once you do that, you will have access to that user's database actions page. Right now you can click on Oracle machine learning. It will have similar user dashboard, and then username and password, can sign that user in, and they will also get access to their own session, right? As you can see, I'm the developer here, so all the options are enabled, unlike admin, right, where he was kind of limited to scratchpad notebook job and examples. Here I get AutoML and also models apart from other features. So here you can also get to access your projects for notebooks and AutoML experiment. With all these options specific to developer can be accessed here. Then your project related settings here, like manage workspace, permissions, etc., and user preferences will be right here. So I will just sign it out and I will move to the flow, right? So here you can see on the launchpad top menu, I don't get much use here as administration features are limited, but apart from that, all the options I have set up for this user for handling the data and for OML, right? So you have all those features to use here for this particular user, and you can get into the development as well, right? So the thing to check over here would be, you will have to start from the flow, right? First we went to Oracle Cloud, then we picked autonomous database, then we created one of the data warehouse count, right? And then we picked database actions, which led to this particular area where you can access database users here, right? Then once we created the user, I went into the backend for that user in another browser window, and here it gave me access to that user's database actions. Then I clicked on Oracle machine learning and managed to access the Oracle machine learning backend, or you can see dashboard. So pretty much this is a flow for your setup of Oracle machine learning and setup of adding users into OML, right? So if you are using Oracle Cloud, then this is how you get to Oracle machine learning, and this is how you create a new user, add that user for OML, give him some of the granted roles, and then you will be able to work on machine learning projects, and he will also have access to notebook feature as well, right? So pretty much every feature you can see is explained to you, and the workflow that you can follow for this particular use case of OML and user setup.